Now, time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to March the 16th, the year 2023, when the Nashville Predators were welcoming in the Chicago Blackhawks to close out the regular season series between these Central Division rivals. John Hines deploys his lines in the following way. Tomasino, Glass, and Duchesne would make up your first line. Sherwood, Novak, and Luke Evangelista make up your second line. Trenton, Sissons, and Smith, Asplund, Jankowski, and McCarron, recently recalled, plugged in on the fourth line on the wing. Yossi and Fabro, Luzon and Barry, Gravel, and Foote make up your defensive pairings, and UC Saros gets the start in net on home ice. We are just 2:11 into the first period, and it's Staylock for Chicago coming with a save on Novak. Big rebound off of the first touch. 5:41 of the period. Staylock comes with another save on Glass. 6:24. Staylock back to work. Another save on Glass yet again, but this time it's another misplay with the glove. He's having incredible difficulty hanging on to pucks, and Staylock is absolutely fighting the puck, and nothing is clean so far in on net. Nashville Predators, though, unable to take advantage in the early part of this game. 8:27 into the first period. Saros comes with a save on Anderson after a turnover on the breakout play. 11:15, the first. Staylock comes up with a save on Tomasino's breakaway. The 5-hole denial looked like the puck was going to squeak through, but Staylock basically was willing to pull every muscle in his entire body to make sure that that puck stayed between him as he was squeezing, and he's able to do so. Puck stays out of the net. 15:35 of the first. Cars off the box, 2 minutes for interference. Nashville Predators on their power play would generate just 2 shots on goal, but honestly, there was nothing really happening out there. 19:15 of the first period. Reichel scores, giving Chicago a 1-0 lead in this game. It's his third goal of the season. It comes on a 2-on-1. His pass deflects off of Dante Fabro's stick. Saros is able to make the save off of that, but then Dante Fabro's sliding body and his momentum hits the puck again, pushing it over the goal line and also pushing UC Saros into the net, pushing the net off, and just about everything else that could possibly go wrong for Dante Fabro in this situation. With just 45 seconds to go in the first period, the Preds give up the first goal in somewhat of a comical fashion on home ice. It was briefly checked, but there was no doubt that this was going to be a good goal, and it was a good goal. We hit the end of the first period with Chicago leading 1-0. Nashville out shooting Chicago, though, 9-7. 2:53 into the second period. Jankowski's off to the box. 2 minutes for high-sticking Staylock back in this game. We haven't heard that name in some time now. Because with the save on Sissons on the shorthanded opportunity, a very strong PK by the Nashville Predators team. 4:57 in the second. Saros comes up with a save on Kachuk. 6:05. Jones off to the box. 2 minutes for not that Jones, the other Jones, the younger Jones. 2 shots on goal for Chicago, but what about the Predators' power play? The Predators' power play was simply non-existent during this 2-minute time period. 9:51 the second period. Saros comes up with a save on Athanasio with his wraparound attempt. 9:58. Saros comes up with a save on Jones, the older one. Heavy shot. 13:40 of the second period. Staylock called for throwing his stick. That leads to a penalty shot. Matt Duchesne gets the opportunity to take this penalty shot and loses the puck right in the low slot area as he's going to make his move. No conversion on the penalty shot for the Nashville Predators. 16:03, second period. Staylock comes over the save on Sherwood off of Luke Evangelista's sick feed. 16:56, Saros comes over the save on Reichel. The Preds going to the intermission out shooting the Chicago Blackhawks 20-16, but still down by a goal in this game. 1:34 into the third period. It's going to be Saros coming with the save on Kara. 6:09. Staylock comes over with the save on Smith off of Evangelista, and another world-class distribution service here by Luke. It is 6:56 into the third period now. Saros is coming up with a save on Dickinson off of the rush. At 8:01, though, it's Anderson coming up with the fifth goal of the season, giving the Blackhawks a 2-0 lead. It was the captain, Roman Josi, getting worked behind the net hard on the forecheck. He turns the puck over, and the puck finds its way into an empty net easily. Anderson had the entire net to finish, and he does. Blackhawks hold a 2-0 lead in the third period. 8:49. Looks like the Preds are going to get right back in it, but Trenton hits the post. 14:04 after the Blackhawks start shutting things down. Staylock comes up with a save on Luzon with the mask way outside of his crease, but Staylock's kind of wild, so he's just kind of like that. 15:30 of the third period. Saros comes up with a save on Athanasio on the breakaway. Impressive save there by UC Saros. 18:19 of the third period. Staylock comes up with a save on Barry's long shot. 19:36 with the extra attacker. Saros on the bench. The captain, Roman Josi, gets his 18th goal of the season. It was a double deflection off of 2 Chicago players. Now the Nashville Predators on the board, but still trailing by 1, unable to convert with the 6-on-5 over the remaining seconds of the game. Chicago scores the victory at Bridgestone Arena 2-1. Nashville does outshoot Chicago 36 to 21. So the Blackhawks only 5 shots on goal in the third period, mostly in shutdown, defensive, and protect mode. For the Nashville Predators, listen, this is a night where virtually everything went wrong, and they lost by 1 goal to a team that's below them in the standings. Yes, it's a game that they honestly really need to win in order to make sure that they're keeping the playoff race as tight as possible, putting as much pressure on the teams above them. But this is the type of night that you are going to have from time to time, especially once you've dismantled a lot of the veteran core of the team and you've brought a lot of youth and a lot of inexperience in. For the Nashville Predators, just about everything went wrong in this game. We're going to talk about how everything went wrong, but overall, for this game in general, the Predators weren't an awful team. They just did not take advantage of at least five classic opportunities where in the NHL you have to put the puck in the net. I'm talking about a penalty shot. I'm talking about a breakaway. I'm talking about power plays. I'm talking about the Nashville Predators simply not taking advantage of any opportunities that they had in this game. And Stalock was really fighting the puck early on in this game. It's really unfortunate Nashville Predators unable to come away with any points in this game on a night when the Winnipeg Jets ahead of them fall to the Boston Bruins. The Nashville Predators could have cut it to 2 points going into the head-to-head matchup against Winnipeg on Saturday afternoon. But for the Nashville Predators, they fall 2-1 on home ice against Chicago Blackhawks, a game that most people think the Predators should have won. Preds should have found a way to get some points out of this one. They were unable to do so. They were dreadful out there tonight. We'll talk about it. We'll cover it. We'll do it in an honest and fair way, and we'll tell you the truth about exactly what happened out there without getting too hyperbolic or too out of control. We're going to sit back. We're going to drink a beer. We're going to talk about the rest of this game, what happened, and we're going to preview what's going to happen with the Winnipeg Jets upcoming. So, Nashville Predators fall to Chicago on home ice. Renegades and Puck are in the trenches next. We've got analysis. We've got stats. We've got opinions. We've got Sean C. Smith. We've got Brian Bass. We've got the Renegade Analytics Desk, and we've got each and every one of you right there. Sure to appreciate each and every one of you jumping in the trenches with the Renegades of Puck and watching and listening to the Renegades of Puck podcast right back after these messages.